Okay guys, we're gonna go through the rook now. So the rook is this piece over here. It looks like a castle, and sometimes it is referred to as a castle, but conventionally we call it the rook. And it's a very powerful piece. We previously discussed the pawns. The pawns can only move one or sometimes two squares at a time, so they're quite limited. The rook, on the other hand, can actually move many squares, and we call pieces like this long-range pieces. And actually, most pieces in chess are long-range pieces. So how does the rook move in terms of direction? Well, there are two words to describe the rook's motion. We've got horizontal and we've got vertical, okay? Or we could say side to side and up and down. Now, unlike the pawns, the rooks can move backwards, okay? Pawns, remember, they can only move in the direction of your opponent, but rooks, they can move up and down, left and right, okay? Rooks are very powerful pieces, and they have a point value. So rooks are worth 5 points, but more on that in a separate lesson. That's really all there is to know about rooks. They move side to side, up and down, and we're going to learn more and more about them. But just to illustrate that, I'm just going to play a quick game to show you how the rooks can actually be so powerful. So we're going to play a game of capture the flag, where the aim of the game is to get the pawn to the end of the board. So it could go something like this. So now I'm going to put my rook here, and I'm actually attacking this pawn over here. Now, black moves the pawn out of the way, but actually the rook is now scanning this pawn, so I can take this pawn. Okay? And I'll put my piece just here. Now, black can swing down the board and attack my pawn, but remember, if black takes this pawn, my rook can take black's rook, and that's not good. So black can't take the pawn just yet. So let's say black does another move. Now I'm going to take another pawn with my rook, and black can now take my pawn because now this pawn is not defended by the rook. So you can see that the rooks are flying around the board, they're very mobile, and the pawns are very limited. So that's a little introduction to the rook. On to the next lesson.